Have you noticed how joy quietly disappears? Not because life got worse, but because gratitude stopped. Not everything changed, but your heart did. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Regina Nwagawa. I am so blessed that you are watching this video right now. Today, I would like to talk about a silent joy killer that most of us often overlook. Ingratitude. Ingratitude does not always show up as complaining. Sometimes it shows up as compulsion. Other times it shows up as entitlement. And other times, which I find very common, ingratitude shows up as constantly chasing the next thing while dismissing what you already have. Think about it for a minute. You prayed for what you are living in now, but once it arrived, you stopped being grateful for it. You stopped appreciating the process that led you here. You stopped seeing beauty in what now seems ordinary to you. It was not ordinary then when you didn't have it. And the moment gratitude leaves, joy has no place to stay. Because joy thrives in recognition of the process, recognition of progress, recognition of grace, recognition of God's goodness in our lives, recognition of growth. And what ingratitude does is it blinds us to those small wins that are embedded in the process, that are within what now seems ordinary. It blinds us. It makes yesterday's miracle start feeling like today's inconvenience. That is what ingratitude does in our lives. And once that happens, there is no joy whatsoever in our lives. The same job you once celebrated starts feeling like a burden. You wake up every single day dragging your feet to work. The same relationships that once gave you comfort now start feeling insufficient. And the same seasons you prayed to enter now start feeling too slow or too quiet and not enough. Ingratitude constantly whispers into your ears, this should be better by now. But gratitude is what calls us out. It is what says, hey, look, the progress may not be as you had expected. This may not be as good as you thought it would be. These people may still not be as fully present as they were that time, but this is still worth celebrating. And when that happens, joy returns in our hearts, in our lives, in our everyday interactions, in our relationships, in our workplaces, in our families. The world may constantly portray joy as something found in having more. But from my experience, joy is actually found in seeing more. Seeing more value, seeing more meaning, and seeing more growth. Things we attain in life bring us joy. But being able to see more value for the milestone, not just looking at it as a step leading us to the next thing, but looking at the value, looking at the meaning, looking at the growth that is within what we have attained and what we have achieved, brings us deeper and lasting joy. This does not disregard the challenges, the reality, the circumstances, the conditions and situations that we are going through. But gratitude refuses those things from defining the whole story. The whole story is bigger than what you are facing today. As I conclude, I want to give you one hack that always pulls me out of the ingratitude cycle. This is it. This notebook and a pen. Every time I catch myself either complaining or comparing myself with other people, or feeling entitled, or constantly chasing the next thing while not fully appreciating and living in the moment of what I have today, I pick this book. I look back at a specific period of time and write down as many good things that have happened in my life as I can remember. By the time I get out of that writing, my heart is fuller. I'm able to see there's so many things that have happened in my life. The small wins, the way how God made a way where there seemed to be no way, how God provided, how God protected me, how God made sure that I was progressing in life. Counting my blessings always pulls me out of the ingratitude cycle. If you have not yet done this, for 2025, I just want to encourage you to find time before December ends and write down your blessings. Write as many as you can remember from this year, as many as you can be able to remember. And if ever joy feels distant in your life, pause and ask yourself this question: what have I stopped being grateful for? One thing I know, gratitude does not just change your mood, it restores your joy. Be grateful. Thank you for staying with me until the end. You are amazing. May God bless you, and bye-bye.